welcome back everybody to another Let's Play. This one is obviously Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. It has been forever since I've played this game. No, not particularly. I've been playing it here and there. Been wanting to get back into this game. Just a little history on this game. I originally got this when it first came out. I recall, was it 2003 this game came out? I was probably about 12, right? Yeah, no, 12 or no, 13 or 14. Yeah, because I got it right after Metal Gear Solid, the original game. I played the heck out of the original game. And this game, I played it. It's absolutely one of my all-time greats. And I never really played it through again that I can recall. This game doesn't hit hard on the emotions as some games I've played, but this game hits particular mental notes that is hard to put into terms. This game was very controversial when it first came out. Spoiler alert, I mean it's been 20 years. Y'all can get over that part. But they replaced the main character partway through the game with a new main character. The classic Solid Snake played a back role, and people lost their ever-loving minds. And I didn't mind that too much. I actually kind of enjoyed having a different character. Sure, he was a bit of a whiny crybaby, but I actually liked him. I found him a little more accessible than as a new person to the game, new person towards the fighting versus Solid Snake, who's grizzled by this point. That said, this game goes for the fourth wall, and it really, that's the part of the game that I guess me being at that age really hit hard. And we'll get into that part of the game again. I'm looking forward to get into that part of the game again. So, I'm gonna let this play out, I guess. Obviously, let everybody get their credit's sake. I mean, this game absolutely pushed the limits of the PlayStation 2 early on when it was built. If you look at any other game, this game came out before Mobile Suit Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam. And look at this game. It looks absolutely stellar. It's what they were able to pull off of this game is amazing. What Kojima and his team was able to do with the PlayStation 2 engine, because no games looked like this at the time. I mean, was Final Fantasy X out at this point? I think it probably was. Or maybe Final Fantasy X was the only game that could even be considered on par with this. No game really looked this good. Nobody knew it was possible. And credit to credit due. So, let's get into it. If you run around the right analog stick, you can change the colors of the background. Cool. Anyways, let's get into the options. Controllers all good. Adobe Digital Surround there. Captions on. Own view on. Group. Good. Alright. And we are going to start a new game. And we are going to do the tanker and plant. I didn't realize this had the option for doing one or the other. So, we'll go easy, have a little bit of good time with this. And radar 2, like usual. As I was saying, they put this in here because actually I just realized this game came out right after September 11th, and it faced a lot of controversy for the ending.
2 years ago, we had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank. But our noses have been out in the cold too long.
By the way, this gaming session is brought to you by Holland 1839. It's a lager my wife has found at Aldi shopping stores, grocery store. Very good beer. Not usually a fan of lagers, but this one is a good one. Anyways, that's like I was saying before. This game actually predates what I originally thought. I completely forgot about the controversy from September 11th, with the ending of this game being what it was. A lot of people were supposedly upset, I guess. This is 20 years ago, mind you. This is right after one of the worst events of at least American history. One of the worst. Yeah, seriously. Anyways, yeah, so this game predates, I think, Final Fantasy X. This game looked like nothing else out there, and this is I firmly believe this is one of the games that really sold the PlayStation 2. I don't think Xbox was quite out yet. GameCube couldn't touch this, and neither could Dreamcast. Nobody had anything that could push the limits like this system could at the time. And Konami's team really showed off what they're capable of. And this game runs a lot better here on PlayStation 2 emulator versus Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes on GameCube. Plus the graphics run, everything runs better on here. This game was built around this engine, whereas the Twin Snakes was they kind of used the same gameplay with the new engine, so you're able to do stuff like the tranquilizer gun a whole lot more. Let me readjust my seat here. As before, I'm going to let all the cutscenes play out, codec calls play out. I will do my best to skip. I can't really skip around much. The story is good. A lot of people have stuff to say about Kojima and his team, but they know how to tell a story. And a very engaging story that gets you involved. Waiting to actually hear about the new Metal Gear Solid remake.
It's nighttime schedule.
Look at Ocelot there.
He'll know soon enough.
Good to see him. Oh, and that cinematic shot. I'll tell you, if he was a movie director, he would have been one of the greatest movie directors of all time.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
Stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method, we don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What? Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS-74U.
They look Russian to me.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. K-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamarov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Alright, so... we'll see what we got available to us. Yeah. Come on. Not that one. Controls are a little bit different in the original game. Neat. Got drugs already. Nope. Come on. There it goes. Alright, gotta get a different way in. Sounds about right. There we go. Alright, we are in. Alright, block there. M9 ammo. No need to go after him right now. Oh, there we go. USP ammo. Ooh, getting some weird screen lags there. Well, we got a camera. What do you want?
Snake, there's a surveillance camera in place.
Thanks
Once
for
you're
the
in its
update.
field of view, an alarm will go off. You can't afford to be seen. You can also use the chaff grenade to set up some electronic interference. The camera will be ineffective for a while. There's a blind spot right beneath the camera. Use it to buy some time.
Yeah, I could sneak by. ration.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall.
Ooh,
Infrared
wow. Some
sensors.
graphical glitches there.
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me
I think it might be
guess.
because I'm running this at
Semtex.
4K. I might
Exactly.
break this down
Plastic
to
explosives.
1080p or something, or 1440.
If you trip the sensors,
I'll be sleeping
think
with
I've
the
played this game
fishes,
at
along with this
4K
entire
before.
ship.
that sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
Well, let's head on up. I think it's just only a ration in that other one. Can't imagine it being anything too valuable in the other room.
So it is the Kasatka. Russian choppers.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, even in the storm, I'm sure the FAA will be wondering what the heck these helicopters are doing. But then again, I guess it would ultimately play into the narrative. In the ultimate, like, who's running the actual country part of this game.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
No, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is
Basically.
outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Ration. And alright. Well, before we go out there, let's save.
You want to save, Snake?
That's why I'm here.
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Supposedly, if you save enough times or harass him enough times, Mei Ling will come on there. But let's give me a moment here, and we'll get right back to this.